Hello, I'm Lineke Lijn and welcome to another tutorial. Let's get started. In this tutorial we are going to draw the iris of the eye, and we will be doing this in color. And if you want to draw the whole of the eye, very hyper-realistic, I would like to refer to you my other tutorial on how to draw a realistic eye. But for this tutorial we will be focusing on the actual iris itself. First I draw in the arch of the eye, because I want the iris, of course, to have a place on my drawing sheet. So I simply draw in some of the eyelashes and the arch of the eye itself. Once I have this, and it's just a mere quick sketch, I can draw in the iris. I simply do this with my hand. I do not use a tray or something. I just draw it by hand, and I also put in the pupil. Now for the iris, when you want to get that really realistic look, there is no other way but to draw in each and every muscle that is in the iris. And the smartest way to do this is by drawing from the edge of the iris itself towards the pupil, and vice versa. So you also draw in from the pupil towards the edge of the iris. Here underneath the top arch of the eye, there's a lot of shadow, so there's more black involved than in the rest of the eye, and we will see that later on. And here you can really see how I'm drawing towards the pupil and how I'm drawing out of the pupil and then towards the edge of the iris. What is also very important are the reflections that are in the eye. So the surrounding is reflected in the iris, and here I'm drawing in two windows that need to be white at the end. Once you've decided where you want the environment to be in the eye, you can easily draw around this. So spare these spaces out. Then I simply continue with drawing in each and every muscle. You can kind of compare this with the surface of the wing of a butterfly. It kind of looks similar, and well, it's all tiny little, well, don't know how to call it really, but they're all little, well, kind of butterfly-like touches of the wing, and that is the way I'm building up the iris. The pupil and the shadow just beneath the eyelashes, I draw in at the last moment of the sketch. And here I'm drawing in the edge of the iris so that it really pops out. But I do not make it too dark, because then it would look hollow, and I want the iris to look really rounded. So be careful with that. Now that my sketch is set up, it's finally time for coloring in. What is most important are those highlights that I want in the iris. So I really try to make them as white as possible with my white coloring pencil. Also in the lashes, the eyelashes, there are some reflection of light. So make sure to put some white in them as well. Then for the muscles themselves, I also put in a lot of white. So I need the under layer to be quite light, and I fill most parts in with my white coloring pencil. Then it's time for yellow. I'm placing now a light yellow color over the whole of my drawing. So you can just put it over the black. You don't have to be worried that it will blend together. That will be okay, as long as the setup is made with a black coloring pencil. When you are using a graphite pencil, then you have to be more careful for this. Now it's time for orange. I want to have those colors play together, so the yellow will look like it's popping up, and the orange looks like it's kind of more underneath. So the yellow and the orange now are working together to get a feel of 3D effect. Blue is also perfect for this. I use it very little, but just beneath some of the muscles, so that I get even more depth in this iris and between the muscles. And of course, those muscles are what need to be in the iris. It can make the pupils go wider when it's dark, or grow tiny when it's very light and when you're watching into the sun. So for that realistic effect, please draw in as many muscles as you can. For the arch in the eye, I'm using also a little bit of light brown, just to get the idea that this is, well, like skin. Now it's time for the darkest shadows. The setup is made now, completely. And now it's time for the pupil to get its real black color. So I've simply taken my black coloring pencil again, and now I'm going over the black that was already there, and I'm really drive that into the paper. Also underneath the eyelid, I need a lot of shadow. the darkness of tone just underneath the eyelid should be about the same as the darkness of the pupil. Now for the whites of the eye, I've taken a pastel pencil. I choose that because with a pastel pencil I can easily and quickly fill out the white of the eye. It's very soft, and once it's applied you can easily go over that with a color pencil. Because the pastel pencil is so soft, I can rub it in with my finger and it gives that soft feel of an eyeball. Once you've done that, you can also easily go over that with a coloring pencil. I will show you here. For instance, if you have a pastel pencil and you want to go over that over your greasy coloring pencil, that will not work. But the other way around, it can work perfectly. Coloring pencil is greasy and you can easily apply this over your pastel pencil. What's even better, you can rub it in a little bit, as I'm demonstrating right here. I'm using a dark blue, and now you get that really nice, well, shadowy effect that there is in the white of the eye. Now I've taken a dark purple coloring pencil, get that over the pastel, the white pastel, and also a little bit behind the eyelashes, and that gives that great feel of depth, of kind of a 3D effect. I also use it in the shadow of the arch of the eye. This is where the eye would end about. And as I was saying, I'm not drawing in all of the surroundings. Please look at my other video for that. But this is a really nice effect to work with pastel pencil and coloring pencil. And if you're using, like for instance here, a little bit of pink, you can even get a little bit more fine detail of a white of an eye. It's just a demonstration, but well, it's a handy tip, and I just wanted to share this with you. Now it's time for the last details, the eyelashes. As you can see, I make them grow out of the edge of the eyelid, and then, oops, it's broken, and then move them forward. So give them an arch, not make them straight ever, always bend it, and then you get that nice lashy effect. Well, I'm placing a little bit more detail in, a little bit of highlights with my coloring pencil for the eyelid, and you can work this out as far as you want, but make sure to draw in as many little tiny muscles as you can for this really realistic effect. It's a great study, and I wish you all the luck and all the fun with it. And of course, I hope to see you again in one of my other tutorials. So, Good luck and see you again soon. Bye bye.